I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that. Hey, why not? Yeah, coming in hot. Coming in hot. Just like the fajita.
What's up, guys? It's been a long time coming, but welcome back to the Tom Vertabrate Show. Still be America, someone hit you on YouTube. I'm your boy Tom Vertabrate here as always, and today, this is one of the most saddest episodes that I'm airing, none other than Jovita Moore, and who has passed away unfortunately last Thursday of glioblastoma at the age of 54. Before I get into this video, please drop a like and make sure y'all subscribe, because this is one of these this is the episode where we gotta come together, you know what I'm saying? This is one of those type episodes, so make sure you subscribe and like, you know what I'm saying, and comment this and share this with your friends and stuff. But let's go with this video. So basically, Jovita Moore, like I said, unfortunately she passed away from glioblastoma, which is a aggressive form of brain cancer. And she lived to be 54. Now, let me give you a rundown of glioblastoma. It is not an easy cancer. It's actually a rare cancer, but it's very aggressive. It is proven to be very fatal. And I'm looking up, according to Google, the average survival rate is between 12 and 18 months. I can see why Jovita cried when she was diagnosed back in April. I can see why she cried. And she should have been worried this whole time. And even after the surgery and stuff, like, even though the station kept saying, "Oh, she's beating it, the chemo radiation is responding, and she's doing it good," but I thought she was gonna make it. I thought she was gonna beat it. Like, one of those patients that actually did beat it. Like only 25% of these patients survive more than 1 year. Jovita only lived to be like 7 months, but she had the cancer back in April. So with that being said, it's like, and only 5% of patients only survive more than 5 years. See, the survival rate is very, very low. Like, you have to be like really, really lucky to beat this cancer. If anyone don't know who Jovita Moore is, she's a news anchor based in Atlanta. She moved here in 1998 after was at a station in Memphis over there, and before that she was in Arkansas. Um, this has been her home for over 20 years, over 20, 22, 24 years. She moved in 98, and I lived in Atlanta. I was born and raised here in Atlanta, and I always see her all the time on the news. Like, even when I was young and stuff, like, I always see Justin and Jovita. That's all I see, all right? Because when John Pruitt and Monica Pierce, when they both retired, it was the Justin and Jovita era, which everyone saw coming. And she was good of her work ethic, like, for real. Like, she did good on her work ethic. Like, even stories where it was tough, she still kept it professional, and that's a good journalist, all right there. And the thing is, she loved Atlanta. It wasn't like she didn't just like the job here at the station at WSB-TV, but she loved this city, like, literally. Like, no matter what she was doing, whether she was helping the homeless, or helping out the food bank nearby, or whether she is helping homeless people, or whether she's volunteering to help the Boys and Girls Club in Metro Atlanta. Like, for real, she was like everywhere. Like, when her kids got older, she started doing more of that. And she gave speeches, and she did charitable walks, and all this other stuff. Like, that's what she did. Like, she's not only a true Atlantean, but a true Georgian. That's what everybody should be like. We can all be a little bit like Jovita Moore. Like, come on, like, we can all be a little bit like her. So, anyway, here's a clip that I want to show y'all. This is of basically, like, her pretty much why she moved to Atlanta, why she wanted to do what she loves, and how this is actually a better place for her because she used to live in New York, all right. She used to live in New York City. Like it was like the hustle and the bustle, And so like, and she, and later on when she graduated high school, went to Columbia University, and then she was intern like at the NY Times and stuff. Like, she did all that stuff. So I'm gonna play this clip of just her, general her life and stuff. So go ahead. Here's the clip. Anyway, here's the clip.
Good morning. I'm Justin Farmer. I am obligated to share some news with you today that is heartbreaking. After a nearly 7-month battle with an extremely aggressive form of brain cancer, our colleague and friend, Jovita Moore, has passed away. She passed last night as she wanted, with her family by her side. She passed peacefully. Jovita is survived by her children, Shelby, Joshua, Lauren, and her mother, Yvonne. Our general manager, Ray Carter, shared this very tough news just a little while ago with our WSB family. In his comments, he reminds us that Scripture says there's a time to be joyous and a time to laugh and a time to cry. And today we will cry. And we will remember and honor our colleague and friend, Jovita Moore.
I'm Jovita Moore. At Channel 2 Action News, we focus on stories that make a difference in your life.
For more than 20 years, she made a difference in our lives. From the start, WSB-TV viewers and Jovita's colleagues recognized her talent, intelligence, and work ethic.
There is a large crime scene at this hour. What happened to that new car?
In East Point, Jovita Moore, Channel 2 Action News.
Jovita was a native New Yorker who grew to love her adopted hometown of Atlanta. She also loved news from an early age, and after college got an internship at the New York Times. But Jovita was intrigued by broadcasting, earning her master's in broadcast journalism from prestigious Columbia University. Her TV resume began in Fort Smith, Arkansas, then a stop to Memphis, Tennessee, and in 1998, she found a home in Atlanta at WSB-TV.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jovita Moore.
In 2012, Jovita moved to the main anchor desk. In a career spanning nearly 30 years, she's covered stories that impacted every Georgian and interviewed men and women who've made history.
Do you see that as sort of an extension of your father's legacy? This is where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech, which changed the course of the civil rights movement.
From Washington to Egypt.
People travel across the world here to Egypt to see the inside of King Tut's tomb.
Jovita went where there was a story to tell. She anchored dozens of primetime specials. The subjects were at times difficult and sometimes personal.
I was diagnosed with fibroids 2 years ago when I was
Back in 2000, I did a series of reports about fibroids, including a surgical procedure I underwent called myomectomy.
I decided to have the surgery after unsuccessfully getting pregnant.
Jovita was unafraid to tackle tough issues, even those that threatened to divide Atlanta.
Will this spark new conversations within your police departments about race relations?
Naturally, there were many special, very happy times on air as well.
To witness the historic inauguration of President-elect Barack Obama.
In many cases, our viewers felt like Jovita was their friend or maybe a member of their family even, and they loved hers.
Look at her.
She's saying, Mom, what are you doing to me?
As her children grew, Jovita devoted more time to community service, emceeing hundreds of events, volunteering often to help those in need.
She gives of herself to our families. She comes on site. She volunteers with the family. She ensures that they know they matter.
So last spring, when doctors discovered 2 tumors on her brain, Jovita wanted to share the news in hopes it might help someone else.
Well, I was really concerned about why all of a sudden I was forgetful and disoriented and just not feeling myself, and feeling like I was in a fog.
And when the difficult diagnosis was confirmed, Jovita shared that with us as well. The messages of love and support began immediately and have not stopped.
Let you know that the state of Georgia's with you. God bless.
Our community never stopped supporting their beloved anchor and friend.
We care about you. As a city of Atlanta, we just want you to know that we're here for you and that whatever you're going through and your battle, we're also in that battle with you.
Today, a tough day, and we remember our friend and colleague, Jovita Moore. We have no doubt her spirit lives on through her loving family and friends, her passionate reporting, and her endless service to our community. Oh, how we love our friend. There is no making sense of a tragic death such as this. It's pain. It's going to stay for a while. We pray for her children. And I'll share this with you. Jovita told me a few weeks ago when we visited in her living room, she said, "Yep, farmer, got a bad hand. Sometimes that is just life." We know how much you love Jovita, and surely we know how much that you want to share with her your feelings. We know that you'd like to offer some condolences, so we're going to let you do that, and we're going to be here with you throughout this tough time. Throughout the days ahead, we'll be paying tribute to our colleague and friend, Jovita Moore.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, she's just an amazing person, like, for real. Like no joke. Like, you'll never find anybody like her, like, for real. Like, her story was inspiring. Like, moving from New York, living in Atlanta and stuff, it's just so incredible. And it's just sad to see her go. Like, it doesn't seem real. All right, it really doesn't. Like, because at one point she was a healthy, beautiful woman, and she looked good for her age. Like, she was 54 and she looked good. All right, like, and the thing was, it wasn't based on heredity. It wasn't, because it's usually not based on heredity. And she was very healthy. She was good spirited. So I just hate that she had to go out like that, like Jovia. Like, that was just bad. Like, literally bad. Like, for real. It's just sad, but Atlanta's tough, and we're ATO strong, and we'll get through this together. It's a tough loss, but as Atlanteans, we will rise up, and we will get through this together. And here's the thing: when Jovita first was diagnosed with cancer, everybody was praying for her. Like, no joke. Bernice King was praying for her. Governor Kemp was praying for her. Keisha Lance Bottoms was praying for her. Even people that don't even work for Jovita, like even the other news stations in Atlanta, like CBS 46, some of her colleagues, some colleagues, they were praying for her. Some colleagues at Fox 5 was praying for her. Some people at 11 Live was praying for her. Like, for real, the whole city and the whole state was pretty much praying for her. And everybody that knew Jovita, they're all praying for her. And even and I saw messages, like, at one point you could send messages and stuff, and you want to say, I hope you get well and stuff. When she was first diagnosed, like there was messages and stuff, and it was from all over the world, like from Africa, from Europe, from South America. They just said, like, pray for Jovita. Like, that just says a lot of her character and how much she impacted a lot of people. She had impacted a lot of people in her life, and people started helping her, trying to help her out and stuff. Like even a couple of days before she died, there was a charitable swimming event. I'm about to play that clip. And it was just great that this young man, he actually, like I said, sees her all the time at the station, wants to do something for her, decided to raise some money. So I'm gonna play this clip, but yes, people people just love this woman so much, like, for real, like, they love this woman so much. So,
a metro area teen who grew up watching our own Jovita Moore here on Channel 2 Action News has organized an event in her honor. And as you've probably heard, Jovita is taking some time away from work while doctors treat her for an aggressive form of breast cancer.
Yes, and now a local teenager is planning a swim competition in this Olympic-sized swimming pool in her honor. Channel 2's Barrett Peterson live in Chamblee. And Barrett, it's a swim-a-thon, and we love viewers like this.
Yes, and we hope to all raise Jovita's spirits. In London, Asher Brown has never actually met Jovita, but she's had quite an impact on his life. 15-year-old London Asher Brown says most of the time he'd rather be swimming.
We're going to have a fun time. It's going to be food, it's going to be snacks, it's going to be music. It's basically going to be a party. It's going to be a happy moment. It's not going to be a thing where people are dreading and people don't want to go to it. It's going to be a happy moment because we're doing such a good thing.
Before he ever went into the water, London's mom says he grew up watching the news.
And it wouldn't matter which news station it was always, there's Action News. I said, London, it's Channel 2 Action News.
And our own Jovita Moore was part of his childhood. London wants her to know what that meant to him. So he has organized a swim-a-thon in her honor.
When one of us comes out for help, we all come out.
London's coach, Michael Reynolds, says members of the Dynamo Swim Club and folks from all over the community will take part in a relay that will last for 24 hours to raise money for Our House Atlanta and the National Brain Tumor Society, two of Jovita's favorite charities.
Jovita, we are here with you, and you have impacted the most unassuming members of our society. So don't ever underestimate who you've touched. A 15-year-old boy from Gwinnett County, and here he is concerned about you.
Well, the swim-a-thon is called A Day for Jovita Moore, and it starts Saturday at noon here at the Dynamo Swim Club. More live in Chamblee. Barrett Peterson, Channel 2 Action News.
And I made a mistake. I said breast cancer. I completely meant to say, thank you, Barrett. I meant to say brain cancer, as we well know. That's why she's giving. That money that he raises will go to that foundation to help brain cancer and tumors. Just amazing what this kid is doing.
Yeah, just to hear the mom pretty much say, you know, he never met her, doesn't know her, but that impact that she's had, it goes to show the power of our viewers and what they can do.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. She was such an amazing person, like, for real. Like, I never met her in my life, but if I did, she would probably be a really great one person to talk to and stuff. It doesn't, like, seem so unreal that she's gone. Like, it doesn't. Like, it's just tough. Like, everybody knows who she was. Like, everybody know her name and stuff, and she was just, and she had 3 kids. Like, for real, she had. I just feel bad for her kids. I feel bad for Josh. I feel bad for Lauren. I feel bad for Shelby. I feel bad for her folks. I feel bad for her ex-husband. I feel bad for her family, man. For her friends, her family. It's a tough time. It doesn't seem so real. Like, I see her all the time on this TV. Like, the TV I watch behind me, I watch her all the time. Through good times and through bad. You know, even during the COVID stuff and the George Floyd riots, she was there on that television right there. She was on that desk right there. Like, no joke. Literally no joke. It's so crazy. Like, Jovita made so much of an impact on people's lives. But this should teach us a lesson that we should all be like Jovita. Like, we should all be doing the stuff that we should be doing, like doing charitable walks for charity and raising money for cancer and doing stuff we should be doing, like helping out the local food bank for the people of Atlanta. Like, we should be doing stuff like that. Like, if Jovita Moore taught anything, is to give back to the community. All right, like, not just even no matter where you live at, like. No matter if you live in, like, Charlotte or if you live in D.C., it doesn't matter. Just help your community out in any way. Or even if it's a small town. Help them out in any way you can. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Jovita Moore probably wanted us to have. Want us to give back the way we should, you know. Like, for real. Like, that's what she did for Atlanta. That's what we need to do here. We got to finish the job, so. That's what we do, man, you know? So, it's just a tough loss, y'all. But I will say this, though. It was good that the Braves won this World Series because they won it for Jovita. I mean, they not won just for Hank Aaron and stuff, but they won it for Jovita. They literally did. I'm glad that they won it. And what really was glad was that when the parade was happening, there was a private funeral that was going on at that same time while the parade and the championship parade stuff. So I actually am glad that the Braves actually won and the parade actually happened on that day. So it would get their minds off of Jovita, and like so they don't have to like deal with a lot of sadness. Because if the Braves didn't win this trophy, they would just talk all about Jovita. They would have there was been shed tears. A lot of people broke down. It's just it just be it's be really sad to see. I mean, I'm glad that like I said, there's some viewers that had sensitive that we did this for Jovita, and we showed it. We did this for Jovita. There are angels up there in heaven. If she was here right now, she'd probably be smiling right now and probably enjoying this moment. But but she's happening in a better place, and she's with the Lord and with Hank Aaron and them. And so it's just tough. So I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, that's the way she lived. She lived the good life for 54 years. She did what she needed to do on this earth, and she was loved by everybody for the most part. And it's just sad to see this happen. Like it's sad because like we people suffered a lot. It's just crazy. Like I mean, it just seems so unreal. Like it's so crazy. Like I can't put it in words. Like this has been tough life for real. So, but like I said before, it's this episode is dedicated to Jovita Moore, and if you want to help out of Jovita, or like say like what y'all want to do, you can actually send you can send the station some cards about so you can send cards and stuff and flowers up to her family. So the address is like I think it's 1601 West Peachtree Street, Atlanta, Georgia 30303. It's a WSB address. I'm gonna post a link below, but yeah, that's where you can send some. I guess you want to show some respect, like if you want to send like a card or say, "Hey, I'm sorry for your loss." You can because all the gifts and cards that's gonna be sent to her kids and stuff. Her other family. So, if you want to do that, that'll be keep sending them your thoughts and your prayers and stuff to that family. They need it a lot. Just keep sending them prayers. It makes a huge difference, But like I said, this is going to pretty much wrap up for this video. Keep watching my channel. Like I said before, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, because this wasn't an easy video, like for real. This was an emotional video, like for real. Like I just don't film videos like this, but I think this is what I needed. This is what probably a lot of people in Atlanta, and people that know Jovita, I think this is a much needed video. Like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and until next time. Peace out.